Can I begin? We now come to the beginning of Aneka, the 38th Natikala Conference. Before we begin with the first session, I just have a couple of announcements to make. We do have some time at the end of each session for questions. And this year, I would like to have a lot of questions also asked by our younger dance students sitting there. And we all want to hear your thoughts as well, but do keep questions very brief and only related to that particular session. And we will take up questions as much as time permits. We also have a prize for the best attendance, which will be announced on day 5. I request all participants to adhere to time. I sincerely apologize for the late start today, but I do hope that we can complete the morning session comfortably and on time. We have a time crew on the pit who will assist the artists with this. So I request the artists to please look at their signboard and tailor your session accordingly if your time's up. Also, since all our participants are very well known and need very little introduction to save time, I will not be mentioning complete profiles of all participants in full detail. I hope the artists and presenters will excuse me for this. Karanas. Karana means action, and in the context of dance, it indicates a coordinated action of the body, hands, and feet. 108 such karanas or units are named and defined in the Natya Shastra. Somehow, Natya has always been intertwined with sculpture, architecture, and ritual. Proving this are the sculptural illustrations of the karanas in temples in South India. The pioneering and trailblazing work done by Dr. Padma Subramaniam in researching and documenting the karanas is, of course, legendary. In the 20th century, she was the first dancer to reconstruct the karanas as complete movements and as not mere poses. However, in many of the regional dance styles, for example, Bharatanatyam, we are taught a path of adavas, margams, and so on. So for many of us, the karanas are not entirely something that we are very familiar with, understand fully, or capture completely well in our dancing. Dr. Padma's incredible body of work is carried forward by many, but Mahati, Gen Next from this family of great artists, is someone special. And like you, I'm keen to hear her thoughts and interpretations on these timeless treasures, the karanas, and understand them through her viewpoint. Mahati Kannan belongs to the 4th generation of the illustrious K. Subramaniam's lineage. She was recognized as a child prodigy and is doing her second-year master's in History of Art at the National Museum Institute, New Delhi. She's currently working on the dance sculptures of Darasuram for her master's dissertation and a very talented performer. I welcome Mahati Kannan, Karanas Decoded.
Om Bharataya Namaha, Satgurubhyo Namaha. My humble pranams to the Almighty, my Guru, Dr. Padma Subramaniam, and all the revered acharyas, scholars, critics, and rasikas present here today. At the outset, I would like to place on record my sincere gratitude to Dr. Srinidhi Chidambaram for giving me this golden opportunity to speak in front of such an august gathering of legends and stalwarts as a representative of my Guru's legacy. I deem it an immense honor and take pride in the fact that I am a part of this esteemed conference, which was in fact started by my Guru 38 years ago. Today, I would like to share my humble experience of being a student of the Karanas under my Guru, the process we went through of learning, understanding, and practicing the movements, and my takeaway from this ongoing experience. At this juncture, I cannot proceed without fondly and reverentially remembering my late grandmother, Srimati Uma Shriram, my guru's senior most disciple, who trained our batch, especially in the Karanas, as well as several batches of students before and after us. The learning of Karanas is not just the learning of a technique, but an experience of the movements in one's own body. I am blessed to have been born in this family and lineage where it has been a sort of Gurukula Vasa for me. The exposure to my guru's research from childhood has been an unintentional osmosis, a privilege that has helped me understand and experience the Karanas better. I would like to begin by very briefly explaining what a Karana is. A Karana is a basic unit of dance which can be compared to the Adavu of today, which is a basic unit of Bharatanatyam. The Karanas have been described in the 4th chapter of Bharata's Natya Shastra titled Tandava Lakshanam. It is defined as Hasta Pada Samayogaha Nrittasya Karanam Bhavet. The combination of hands and legs in dance is called a Karana. Hands imply the entire arm from the shoulder to the tips of the fingers, and legs refer to the entire lower half of the body from the waist to the tips of the toes. A Karana has 3 components: Sthana, stance or posture; Chari, movements of the legs from waist down; and Nrittahasta, movements of the arms. 6 sthanas for men and 3 for women have been described based on the direction in which the feet are turned, the space between the feet, and the reduction of height. Bharata has also specified 32 charis divided into 2 groups: bhucharis, movements of the legs on the ground, and akashacharis, movements of the legs off the ground. 30 nrittahastas have also been given. A specified combination of these 3 elements make a Karana movement. 108 such movements have been enumerated and described in the 4th chapter. In Tamil Nadu, the Brihadishwara temple in Tanjavur, Sharngapani temple in Kumbakonam, Nataraja temple in Chidambaram, Arunachaleshwara temple in Tiruvannamalai, and the Vriddagirishwara temple in Vriddachalam all contain Karana sculptures. Older than even the Tanjavur temple sculptures are the 52 Karana sculptures discovered by my guru in the temple ruins in Prambanan in central Java. In the modern history of the Karanas, a new set of 108 sculptures designed by Paduka at the behest of Pujya Mahaswami of Kanchi are found in the Uttara Chidambaram Nataraja Mandir in Satara, Maharashtra, and more recently at the Bharata Ilango Foundation for Asian Culture in Pattipulam near Mahabalipuram. I would just like to show a demonstration of a couple of Karanas. I request Samyukta Raman to please come on to the dais. First, I will take up the iconic Nataraja posture, which is a frozen moment of the Bhujanga Trasita movement, which is the 24th Karana. We begin in Mandalasthana with the Bhujanga Trasita Chari, which involves the lifting of the leg. The hands go around, one as Karihasta, the other in Pataka, held as Abhayahasta. The movement is completed with Dola, hands, and Apakrantachari. This is an example of a Karana which takes its name from the Chari itself. The Shaiva Agamas adapted the Nataraja posture from this Karana. The complete movement will look like this.
Bhujangatrasitam proktam Bhujangatrasitam proktam.
You will notice that she also held the Kataka Mukha. Paduka has added the Kataka Mukha as a reference to the Kumbakonam Karana sculptures. We will take another example, Valitorukam. We start again in Mandalasthana. The leg moves in Akshipta Chari. The hands in Shukatunda, taken in Alapallava Nrittahasta, dropped with the wrists crossed, then transitioning to Baddhachari and finishing with Viprakirna Nrittahasta. Valitorukam Karana involves the Valanam and Udvartanam of the Uru or the thighs. Paduka has brought in the Baddhachari here, which connects the Valanam and the Udvartanam. This is called a Rechaka or a subtle nuance that connects every part of a Karana, thus giving it seamless fluidity. We'll see the entire movement now. Valitorukam. Here I would just like to mention that Paduka has tuned the shlokas of the names of the 108 Karanas into a Lakshana Gita, which makes it easy for us to remember all the 108 in order. Thank you, Samyukta. Bharata has mentioned 4 Rechakas of the feet, waist, shoulders and neck. However, he does not elaborate on it. Without these Rechakas, the movements will look very mechanical. A Rechaka in the body is like a Gamaka in music. I would like to demonstrate a short part from Sukhalasyam, a piece choreographed by Paduka, which is a total synchronization of music and movement connected through Rechakas.
Pa, da, pa, ma, pa, da, pa, ma, da, pa, ma, pa, da, pa, ma, pa, da, pa, ma, da, pa, ma, pa, da. Tana dira dira na tum tana da ni sa da di na tum da ri da ri jum dira na tana dira na tana dira na ga ga ri ni da ga ga ri ni ga ri ni ri ni Dani da ma ga re sa.
In my personal experience, I've learned that a knowledge of music definitely helps in understanding and performing the Rechakas better. Bharata has classified the Karanas under Angika Abhinaya as Nritta Karana. This means that Karanas are meant to be used in communication of ideas or as just a movement. I request Vidya Arasu to please come onto the stage. Each Karana is given its own usages and by itself can mean something. For example, Sarpitam. This can be used to show serpentine movements. Mayura Lalitam.
Mayura Lalitam tatha Mayura Lalitam tatha Mayura Lalitam tatha.
This is to show movements of the peacock. And Gridra Valinakam.
Gridravalinakam chaiva Gridravalinakam chaiva.
This is meant to show the landing of a vulture. Thank you, Akka. Karanas can be used for communicating emotions as well. For instance, Anchitam to show Adbhuta, Bhakshaswastikam to show shyness, and Unmattam to show pride or haughtiness.
उद्दिष्टमञ्चितं च तथा परम् उद्दिष्टमञ्चितं च तथा परम् उद्दिष्टमञ्चितं च तथा परम् वक्षस्वस्तिकमेव च वक्षस्वस्तिकमेव च किटतकतां 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 किटतकताम् उन्मत्तम् उन्मत्तम् अधीता किटतकता अधीता उन्मत्तम् 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 उन्मत्तम्
This shows that during Bharata's period, Nritta was both Bhavashraya and Rasashraya. Like the jatis of today, which are combinations of adavis, a combination of specific karanas is called an angahara, and Bharata gives 32 such angaharas. Samyukta and Vidyaka will now demonstrate Suchi Vidham Angahara. In Paduka's choreography for this, she has taken the Tripushkara Sollukattu from the Natya Shastra.
धलं कुतक धिकुतक तरिकिटतों दो दो नाको तलनाना तिक्कति गण्डं गण्डं दो दो नाको तलनाना तिक्कति गण्डं गण्डं को तलनाना तिक्कति गण्डं ना ना तिक्कति दो दो ना दो दो ना दो दो ना दो दो ना को तलनाना दो दो ना को तल ना ना तिक्कति गण्डं दो दो ना दो ना दो दो ना दो ना को तल ना ना तिक्कति गण्डं ना ना तिक्कति गण्डं दो दो ना दो ना दो दो ना दो ना को तल ना ना तिक्कति गण्डं ना ना तिक्कति गण्डं दो दो ना दो ना दो दो ना दो ना को तल ना ना तिक्कति गण्डं ना ना तिक्कति गण्डं
Thank you. Performing the karanas requires rigorous training of the body. The pedagogy that my guru has formulated trains each anga and upanga, that is major and minor limbs of the body, with specific shlokas from the Natya Shastra. Paduka has given a definite exercise routine which prepares the physique for learning the karanas. So it is very important that one goes through this pedagogy to learn and understand the karanas in the right way. Having gone through this pedagogy, I have realized that the learning of the technique alone takes 2 years, but like a pickle, these karanas have to be soaked into the body and the mind. The more the number of years spent reveling in this experience, the more it becomes a part of you. Hence, copying or trying to learn from videos will not give the right results, nor will it do justice to the movements. This holds good for any art form. Like yoga, there is a process for each movement which has to be learnt Guru Mukha. The rechakas in each karana especially are very subtle and require immense body control. For instance, if we take the Karana Lalita, you have Karihasta, Nitamba and Keshabandha, and the leg goes in Kuttana or Mettidal. Without the Rechakas, it will look something like this.
ललितं च तथा परं ललितं च तथा परं.
But with the Rechakas, it will look like this.
ललितं च तथा परं ललितं च तथा परं.
The Rechakas here that you can see are the Nata movements of the sides. Then you have a very, very subtle Abhugna and Nirbhugna. A slight hunch. If overdone, it will look really bad. So it requires a lot of practice and a lot of body control. This is what I've learned. An exposure to the Natya Shastra has personally widened my perspective towards art in general. From a very young age, I have been taught that the Natya Shastra is the marga, or the common grammatical path laid down by Bharata, and all performing arts originating in India and Southeast Asia are the Deshi or regional variations of the marga. As I grew and began to explore on my own, I began to understand the import of what I had been taught. My eyes were opened up to remnants of the Natya Shastric tradition in present-day dance forms across India, as also folk and classical theatre forms. To show a few examples, we will have Vidyaka performing movements from some classical dance forms, while Samyukta will perform the corresponding movements from the Natya Shastra. We'll first take up Bharatanatyam. In the Sarikal Adavu of Bharatanatyam, we see similarities with Prasarpitakam Karana.
प्रसर्पितकमुदिष्टं प्रसर्पितकमुदिष्टं.
The Sarikal Adavu done towards the front or towards the corners is akin to one variation of the Urudvritta Chari.
तां तत्तक धिन्न तां तत्तक धिन्न तां तत्तक धिन्न तां तत्ता.
We have one more example where the Urudvritta Karana is similar to one part of the Korvai Adavu.
तां तत्तक तक धिन्न तां तत्तक तक धिन्न तां तत्तक तक धिन्न तां तत्तक तक धिन्न तां.
We will now have Vidyaka performing a few movements from Mohiniyattam and Odissi. She's a trained dancer in both these styles. We'll see a movement from Mohiniyattam first. In the movement that she'll be performing, when we analyze it from the Natya Shastra point of view, we will see the movements of the hands known as Hasta Karanas, movements of the wrists, namely Apaveshtitam, Udveshtitam, Vyavartitam, and Parivartitam.
तां तत्तक तक धिन्न तां तत्तक ता किटतक तां तत्तक तक धिन्न तां तत्तक ता.
In another movement that she'll be performing, you will be able to see the Nritta Hasta Udvritam.
तां तत्तक धिन्न तां तत्ता किटतक तां तत्तक धिन्न तां तत्ता.
In one more example, we will see the semblance of the Karana Ardharechitam in this movement of Mohiniyattam.
अर्धरेचितकं चैव अर्धरेचितकं चैव.
We also have this movement from Mohiniyattam, where we see this hasta, which is known as Ulbhana, which is a Nritta hasta, and Nivesham Karana, when you move with your feet in that manner. We'll see a couple of examples from Odissi as well. We have the classic Tribhanga posture of the Natya Shastra again, which is the predominant posture in Odissi. In this movement that they'll be doing, you will be able to see the Chari Adhyartika.
तां तत्तक्क धिन्न तां तत्तक्क धिन्न तां तत्तक्क धिन्न तां तत्ता.
In the following movement called Viparita Bhramari in Odissi, you'll be able to see a similarity with Udvrittam Karana.
तां तत्तक्क तक्क धिन्न तां तत्तक्क तक्क धिन्न तां तत्तक्क तक्क धिन्न तां तत्तक्क तक्क धिन्न तां.
Lolitam Karana is very similar to the Anga Bhramari of Odissi.
तां तत्तक्क धिन्न तां तत्ता किटतक तां तत्तक्क धिन्न तां तत्ता किटतक तां.
Taking examples from some other dance forms, there is a semblance of Upashrita Karana in Kathak, the classic posture of Kathak.
तां तत्तक्क तक्क धिन्न तां.
The entire fast footwork that we witness in Kathak is the Samapada of Natya Shastra. We will also see the use of Suchyasya, Nritta Hasta, and Vyavartita Parivartita Hastas in Manipuri, and a lot of the leg movements of Pung Cholom closely resemble Matalli Karana. Thank you. We can compare the different Brahmaris of the Natya Shastra with the chakkars of Kathak and even the pirouettes and fouettes of ballet. The standing Brahmaris can be seen in Kathak. The Janu Brahmaris, that is the Brahmaris done on the knee, is still prevalent in Yakshagana. The Bahya Brahmari is very much like the fouettes of ballet. The Bahya Brahmari is performed like this.
त्रिकिटतक तक्क त्रिकिटतक तक्क त्रिकिटतक तक्क त्रिकिटतक तक्क तां.
Traces of the Natya Shastra are found not only in India but in Southeast Asia as well. We have Vrishchika Karana and Kunchita Karana in Cambodian sculptures. Only difference being in Indonesia, in Southeast Asian countries, in their art forms, the foot is kept in Anchita instead of Kunchita. Thank you. The Karana sculptures seen at Prambanan in Central Java are also proof of the Natya Shastric traditions in Southeast Asian countries. Recently, I worked on a small assignment on the French Impressionist painter Edgar Degas, his ballet paintings to be specific. And I found a lot of similarities with the Akashacharis of the Natya Shastra. To see just one example, we have one or two examples. We have Harina Plutachari, which is exactly like the Grand Jeté jumps.
Harina Plutam, Harina Plutam.
We also have Dandapadachari and the Karana, which are similar to the Grand Battement, which is actually a bar exercise in ballet.
दण्डपादं च दण्डपादं च.
Thank you. The study of the Natya Shastra and learning the Karanas in particular have given me a very different perspective of not only performing arts but sculpture as well. My love for sculpture and architecture, coupled with a desire to explore different facets of the Natya Shastra, have led me to take up the dance sculptures of the Darasuram Airavateshwara temple as the subject of my master's dissertation. On my visits to the temple, I was able to relate and identify many of the Karanas to the dance sculptures there. I would like to just show you pictures of a few. This is just to show the scale of some of the sculptures. So, next slide, please. Here we have the Bhujanga Trasitam that we saw earlier in the presentation. Next. Here we have Anchitam that I performed to show Adbhuta. This looks exactly like the end posture. We can even see the foot which is placed in Kunchita. That is how my guru has reconstructed the end of the Karana. Next. This is a part of Danda Paksha. Here we have a very acrobatic Karana, Chakra Mandala. This is like a part of the movement called Bhramari, which is a whirling movement. We also have some very cute Gana figures who are also performing Karanas like Dandapada. Thank you. This project is still in the works, and I hope to be able to uncover more valuable material on this topic. On theoretical, practical, and academic levels, being a student of the Natya Shastra and the Karanas has widened my horizons and the way I perceive world art. On a psychological level, it has molded my perspective of life itself. Initially, learning the Karanas is very demanding. Practicing and perfecting the technique is a lifelong process. But performing them is always a pleasure. Anytime we practice all 108 Karanas at a stretch, we have never felt tired. On the contrary, it is very rejuvenating, and we could even go on to follow it up with a Varnam. This is a yoga. Hence, my guru has given another definition for the Karanas, Atma Kaya Samayogaha Nrittasya Karanam Bhavet. The practice of Karanas helps in developing a complete synchronization of the body and the mind. It disciplines the body, calms the mind, and gives a sense of soul satisfaction. My prostrations to the Adi Guru Bharata Muni, my pranams to my Guru, who has led us in this path and made it possible for us to experience a whole vista of beauty. Once again, my thanks are due to Srinidhi Akka for this wonderful opportunity and to all of you for your support and encouragement. I would just like to introduce the orchestra members. On the Nattavangam and vocal, my mother, Dr. Gayatri Kannan. On the Mridangam, Sri Nagai P. Sriram. And helping me with the demonstration, my dear friends who share this experience of the Karanas with me, Kumari Vidya Arasu and Kumari Samyukta Raman. Thank you.
Thank you, Mahati. Now, would anybody like to ask any questions? Please go ahead.
For a 2-minute piece of what you have shown as bits, a continuous movement for 2 minutes.
As such,
I'll perform short swara passage from Dr. M. Balamurali Krishna's Varnam, which has been choreographed by my guru using just Brahmaris.
பதனி ரஜமுனே நம்மிதே சரிகம பமகரி ச ரிகம பத பமகரி கம பதனி த பம சரிகம பமகரி ச ரிகம பத பமகரி கம பதனி த பம சரிகம பமகரி ச ரிகம பத பமகரி గమ పద నిద పమ సరి గమ పమ గరి స రి గమ పద పమ గరి గమ పద నిద పమ సరి గమ పమ గరి స రి గమ పద పమ గరి గమ పద నిద పమ గరి సరి గరి స నిద ప స ని స రి స నిద పమ నిద ని స నిద పమ ప ద ని ర గ జ మూలే.
Thank you.
Please give us a minute to get the stage ready for Sanjukta Wagh. I don't think we'll have time for a coffee break today because we already are a bit delayed, so please excuse us.